Oh. Fazio Steel. That's where you get stuff. Somehow I flipped the screen.
How's it going, my man?
Alright, how are you today?
Oh, great. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, you too. And we're crossing over the George Washington Bridge. No, is this, yeah,
Benjamin Franklin Bridge.
Well, George Washington is New York. This is the Ben Franklin.
This is $5 to cross it.
Oh, yeah. You know where you're at, though, right?
Yeah, I know where I'm at.
The train tracks go along the side there. This is where all that crazy crossing. I've never crossed this bridge in my life. It's cool, though. I've never crossed this one. We're headed over into Philadelphia. It says 35, but we need to get to 95, so we gotta make a right in 1.2 mile.
Yeah. It is a nice
Battleship,
bridge.
New Jersey, right there. Up there. Guns are pointing. Let me see that. Battleship, New Jersey. I hope you can zoom in on that. I don't know if you can or not. There. Oh, Mommy's $5 bill. I wrote a new song on a $5 bill and I won't be able to sing it until I get hot on the trail. Pick up the tracks, find the dirty thief and get my $5 back. Right? No?
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's a song. All right, so this happened. You can't see that there's anything wrong just yet, but I've had to buy these pieces of steel here because I have to manufacture a part. Yes, a part. Yeah, I don't know how long this will last or whatever, but it's going to last as long as I can make it last. So what has happened is this piece here, which is aluminum or aluminum, very light piece. This is what belongs on the bottom right here, and I can show you here. I don't know why that airbag is all scrunched up like that, but we put a new spring on this side, but we haven't touched that side. But anyway, this piece goes in here, like right there, between the springs. They hold the shock absorbers and the airbags. So, shouldn't be a big problem, right? Well, it is a big problem because you can't get that. Right now, everything is on back order. Just back ordered. It's a Mack truck, but it's Hendrickson suspension. Mack uses Hendrickson suspension in their trucks. And I actually called a junkyard for trucks, Arthur A. Trovey and Sons, I think it is, up in Sparrow Bush, New York. And they told me, we don't sell them like that. I was like, what? What do you mean you don't sell them like that? Well, they don't sell them like that. So in order for me to get that part, I would have had to buy the springs and the bags, the whole suspension system, just to get that one part. And I thought, you know what, that's just really stupid. I am not going to buy the entire piece just to obtain that. And through Mack, they're like, oh, well, that's on back order. We're not sure if it'll be a week or 2 weeks or a month before you're able to get that. Well, I can't sit around and wait for that length of time for this. I can't sit around and wait for that length of time for this piece. This truck has to run. So what I'm going to do is very simple. Is I'm going to take this piece of steel here and I'm going to cut it to the right length and I'm going to weld. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So it's just channel iron. You can see that that's kind of like channel iron, but it's extruded aluminum and it has those wings out the side. But aluminum is kind of brittle, strong as hell, but it's brittle. So what I've decided is I'm just going to go get the heaviest piece of channel iron that I can get. This is 4 inches wide, whereas that piece of channel there is 4 1/4, which it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it just sits, you know, the bag just sits on top of this. And I'm going to take this piece of steel here and I'm going to cut it lengthwise to the width of this guy here, right? And I'm going to weld it. So this is a 5-inch width piece, and it'll go on the edge here widthwise so that I can get these bolts through there. Gonna weld it all up, and then when I'm done welding it up, I'm gonna go get my magnetic drill that's over there, and I'm gonna use the mag drill to bore the holes for the airbags and bore the holes for these for these mounts there, for the springs. And I've got brand new airbags that I'm going to have put on there. I have them. I'm just going to have them all put on new, because the weird thing is, and I'm going to show you, this kind of annoys me, but I bought new airbags for this truck a few years ago. Brand new, both of them. And they came different. One bag is different than the other. This one's plastic. This one's steel with that weird little thing there. Mack, when I took this truck up to Mack, they were like, Mr. Pandy, I don't know who put those airbags on there, but they're not the same size. And I said, well, I bought them here for this truck, so whoever sold me the airbags is the one that screwed up. It wasn't me. These are air springs, what they call air springs, but they're Mack, And where in the hell's the number? This is there's that number. Yeah, 5M-8. And what is this one? This is not the same. It doesn't have that. So anyways, whatever. There's Mack right there. There's Mack right there. And you can obviously see that one is longer than the other. It shouldn't really matter with the leveling valve and everything, but it does matter because the truck would sit a little crooked. And I got a feeling that that is why it broke out, because even though it's the same pressure, one bag has a higher volume than the other, so it would definitely adjust differently. So I got 4 airbags up there somewhere, and they're Mack airbags, and they're meant for this truck, and they should just go right on there. So I'm going to do all that. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to start welding, and you'll probably see some fast forward stuff, because this is really the first that I've done much shop videos. And I almost want to say, no, they're both the same there. Those are the same bags there. They're not different. Yeah, they're both the same bags, I think. I hope. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if one of these bags is a front bag. I got all 4. I should just change them all out. I'll get Timothy to change them out. I'll have to go up and look. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so I measured. This one here has been ground off from the road before Timothy noticed that there was a problem. He says, oh, I heard this noise. I didn't know what it was. So I don't really have an idea how long this is, but fortunately there's 2 of them. So I got a measurement there, and it's 43 inches. It's actually 43 1/4 inches long. I cut mine exactly 43 because I hate dealing with 1/4 inches. I can make that up with that, okay? Not a big deal at all. Not a big deal. So this piece here, I'm going to cut it to the width of this one, like so, which is actually 9 1/4 inches. So I will cut that at 9 inches. I hate 1/4 inch pieces. It's stupid. It won't make a difference because it's going a 1/4 inch off of here isn't going to make any difference there at all. So it will be just fine. It'll only be 1/8 of an inch on each side. So 1/8 of an inch doesn't mean diddly squat to me. So that's how I'm going to do that. I have my chop saw over there. And what I do when I run these chop saws, I'll actually put the blade to the length side. This is the piece that I'm going to use. So I'll put it there, cut it, then I will mark another one, because sometimes when you mark, if you mark this one here and then 9 and then 18, you're actually losing the width of the blade. So it's just easier to come back and mark it again, and then we will go ahead and weld this up. I'm going to have Timothy put the new shock absorbers on. They're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, front and back. These are shot. They were shot years ago, and now it's time to go ahead and replace them. So he's going to do that. I am going to just do the welding on this, and life will be good. Here he comes. Been eating freaking tater tots, this kid.
What?
You been eating tater tots?
No hamburgers.
Tater tots and hamburgers, huh?
No hamburgers.
You know, you ever see that guy? What the heck was his name? Larry the Cable Guy. Tater tots. Right? You like tater tots? Yeah, I do too. I eat them all the time when I have them. So anyways, gonna cut this and then, yeah, and go from there. Okay, so I've gone through the whole process. 2.5 inches, from 2.5 inches from the channel iron on both sides. That'll give me what I need to do. And I cut. That's good. I cut this to 43 inches, but it's 43 1/4 to match the old one. So what I did was I slid the plates out so that the plates measure 43 1/4. So I left 1/8 of an inch out on both sides of this, of these two plates. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and gear up, get my welder out, and I'm gonna weld that sucker fast. All 4 pieces, I'm gonna tack here, 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 or I'll do it on an angle, one here, one here, one here, one here, then I'll do it over here so that it stays flat, lays flat. And from that point, then I'm gonna go ahead and buzz that sucker solid. And we should be good. Yeah, we should be good. I'm thinking we're gonna be good. And you get to watch that, because you can, right? That's because Tim will be there. Hey, Tim Potato. What? Here's my wire. Plug her in. Wire's right there. Plug it in. So, I mean, plug it in, turn it on. Being just standing there watching me.
I'm not watching you. I'm getting a wrench.
What do you mean you're not watching me? You should be watching me because I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher, Tim.
I'm doing something
I'm
else.
the teacher, Tim.
I'm doing something
I'm
else.
just still the teacher, Tim. I'm just here to annoy the crap out of Tim. If you didn't know, it's my job as his father. You know, I will annoy him until he doesn't love me anymore. Yep. What's that, about 3 weeks from now, Tim? You gonna quit?
What?
That's right. That's what I thought.
What the hell did you just say?
I said I'm going to annoy you for the next 3 weeks until you quit. Is that what you're going to do? I'm just picking on you, Tim. Have a sense of humor. You motherfucker, you're not nice to me. Right, Tim? That's right, Tim. You know what? I need to get a new piece here. I had them. I don't know why. Get yourself a handy dandy little carving tool here. Yeah, it's clean. Okay. Looks good. Consumable looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and don't use the spray, anti-splatter. Spray anti-splatter is like a badass carcinogenic. So you don't really want to do that. And if you are doing this, just coat it. It'll run out of there. You don't really want too much on there. You want it on the inside. Anti-splatter shit. Non-silicone or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to get my coat and I'm going to shut this off right now. And then we're going to fire the bad boy up. Let's see what we got. We're going to need some serious get her done power. And I'm going to hear all the critics criticize me about my weld. A little too hot fast. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the mag drill out, and oh my goodness, a lot heavier than the original. The original is there. See those terrible welds? Oh, awful welds, just awful. That was a little bit of a thing there, but you know what? I don't care. I don't really care, actually. So what I got to do is I've got to get that guy there. And I'm going to bring that up here, and we're going to mark out holes. We're going to mark holes. Right there? Yeah. Damn, are you shooting darts at me? Did you just shoot a dart at me? I think the fucking kid just shot a dart at me. Where did you get a dart from? Ba, 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 ba. That's about center. That's not center, but this one here is going to be center. Looks good. Okay. What's that? Okay, I'm going to get the mag drill out and drill these. Morning. Hey. Hey, the moon's out. Huh? The moon's out. Big old moon, I see it shining. But I'm surprised to see you smiling in the afternoon.
What you doing?
Manufacturing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Can't get parts, gotta make them.
There you go.
Kind of a pain in the ass, though. I think Tim did it. Anyway, so this is our repair. It's not quite what you would see from a like Hendrickson suspension, but I will tell you this. It is right with the world. See that? Not amazing. So yeah, it fit. Okay, so now what we'll do is you've got that thing where it belongs. You got to slide that way, I think. No, actually, I think we're right where we belong. Maybe. But anyways, that's it. I drilled them correctly. They fit in there perfectly. They're lock nuts, so they don't need grease. They're lock nuts.
I know, but in case we need the new one.
What'd you say? Your eyeball. Peanut gallery. Okay, well, is this the new bolt? No, that's worn. Well, whatever. You need those washers, right? So anyways, that's how it's going to look in there. This part is not available right now, you know, because when we have everything made overseas and like, what is that country called? Ching-Chang, China? Ching-Chang, China.
You got a wrench.
So which wrench?
1 1/8.
So when you have everything made in Xinjiang, China, and it has to cross the ocean to come to an American, so-called American truck, this is a Mack, it's really kind of difficult when you don't get them. What? Oh, man. Is it under the jack? In here?
Oh, I see. This is the one?
No.
This size.
Oh. Well, that's a big one.
It doesn't walk away.
Yeah. I mean, this got that one. That's weird.
I found it.
You did?
The crimp is on the tire. It rolled in between the tire.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. It would not have lasted that long. The nice thing is, we'll get it fixed.
What?
A little bit of oil.
What?
I stopped in the tire.
You stop in the tire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, look at that. It's small and brush is so.
And I'm not gonna, I guarantee you there's gonna be a trucker mechanic saying, that's not DOT approved, and if it gets inspected, it's gonna get put out of service because that's, huh?
I think it's pretty slick how you did it.
Yeah, it's heavier than that aluminum piece, it's stronger.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty good. It's like a professional way.
Well, who the hell am I? Oh, I'm professional. Okay, that's the end of that. Till tomorrow, when we finish the job. We got some shock, we're gonna put new shock absorbers on here, and he's got front shocks that have to go on. We gotta get the 2 airbags, and we have a broken, when it rubbed up against here when it came tight, and there is, yeah, when that thing broke off, the airbag went up and rubbed there, and I have to change this plate right here. I'm gonna pop that off, and I'm gonna weld a new plate onto it. Drill holes, weld a new plate, and that is the stabilizer bar. It's cracking the frame, which it doesn't much matter, but it does need to get repaired.